Hey guys, it's IDW, and today we are back in our Learning to Fly series, and that's kind of rough chunk loading, don't you think? Yeah, I thought so. Anyways, hurry up, stupid things. Yeah, I just feel weird when my chunks aren't perfectly loaded, so... Okay, load, fine. Anyways, so last time, if you remember, we managed to come up with this device that would allow us to push this block forward. And last time what I was trying to do is I was trying to do something like a redstone inverter in this situation. And the thing about that is that I wasn't coming up with any solutions that were like really practical for, oh dear, I shouldn't have done that. Oh dear, how do I disarm this again? Oh, there we go. Anyways, so the basic plan for today is to find a better solution than that. Now, last time we were working on something involving giving this thing a block update, if you remember. When we extend that, it starts spazzing out, but then when we retract it, it presses it forward. Anyways, so what I was considering doing is like adding a... Is my skin not working? Oh no, it is. Anyways, so last time, well, what am I even saying? Anyways, so one of the things that I've thought of since then is that if you think about it, when we extend this and we've pushed this forward, what we should be doing is we should actually use this as an opportunity to pull everything else forward. But there's a few complications that are going to come up because of that. And the big one is that, well, when we're pushing this forward, I guess if it's on the falling edge, then it's not going to matter so much. But when we do that, well, how could I describe this? The piston is extended, right? So if we were to push this back and forth, then it would extend, it would push the extended piston. So what I've been thinking about is adding another one of these block update thingamajiggers here. So like adding something like that. And then what we would do is we would try to make... Oh dear. Well, I feel like that kind of worked. If we do that... Well, it's going to cause it to... So, why isn't it moving forward? I kind of feel like what we need to do is, Because, see, the problem is that what we need to do... this is so hard to put into words when I'm thinking. I'm sorry. Again, this isn't supposed to be the world's greatest commentary. Anyways, so the problem, I guess, is that when this is extending, like, let's just update it like that. When this is pulling it forward, it's pulling it away from these blocks, and we can't have that happening. So, I guess at this point, though, I kind of feel like this is like just going to be like my first basic design, like concept, though. I'm kind of... this is kind of just really a proof of concept thing, and it doesn't have to work. I guess proof of concept should work, but anyways, I kind of actually feel like moving on to something else. Because a thought that I just had is that if we build like something out of slime, then all we need to do is just attach the stuff that pushes it forward to it, right? Okay, let's test that. So if we were to put a piston in here, then the thing that would prevent us from doing this is that, yeah, because if we were to push that, then it would push the block along with it. Then again, that would make for a really simple flying machine right there, if it worked. But anyways, let's try to leave it at like that. So now we have a block right back here that we can use to pull it forward. So let's just say that the cycle starts out by pushing that forward. And when we push this forward, we're going to need to like retract a piston. That's going to be like normal. So normally there's going to be like a extended piston right here, right? And then when we update that, which, oh, let's try this. So then when we update that, oh, but that won't work because it's being powered from there. Oh dear, I didn't mean to do that. I actually am starting to feel kind of confident with this though. Because let's say that we've got this here, and then attach, or what we could do is we could attach that right there, or something like that, and then make it so that when that extends, that's going to retract, right? Only that needs to pull it forward, but it can't pull it forward because it's extended. So we need to have a brief pulse, so we need to like do that. So like let's try that. But the thing is that we need to make it so that this reacts after all of this has moved forward. But the thing is that because we're putting this redstone block here, that's powering that. It's powering this piston right here. It should be at least. Oh, and that updates. Okay. So guess what we need to do is make sure that, So, let's just like bring this through a complete cycle like that, right? Though, if we do something like this, then what we need to do right here is we need to make it so that, actually when we do this, this gives it a block update. So if we have like a redstone block there, then it should extend. And then when that retracts, but it can't retract because it would have to pull the thing with it. So what we need to do is power this like this. So if we power that like that, then it's going to update it and extend. And then we can give it a Oh, we could just do like this. Let's try that. So now when we update it, it's going to give that a block update, and then it's going to be extended. But then, wait a minute. I feel like I'm onto something. Because if we add another, what's it called, short pulsar back here, then won't this work as a flying machine? And let me break these blocks. The problem with this design, though, is I think that this is actually our first functional model. But the problem with it is that if we look at it, there's no reason for it to go in. That's actually an interesting point. There's no reason for it to go in either direction. It's just moving back and forth. And I feel like what we need to do is, first of all, let's just like stop this. But how do we stop it? I guess I'm going to break that and then break that, but then that happens. So we have to break that as well. So we have to do that in order to completely disarm this. But if we go back to this design, right, then all we need to do is just to make this block retract. I feel like what we could do is we could kind of do it like that. So now we've got this thing pulsing. And what we need to do is we need to, wait a minute, no. Let's go back to what we had originally. Let's break that block, and then just take that back in there. So what again was the problem that we had with this? Oh yeah, this needs to retract. So we need to find up with a I'm thinking about powering this piston with that block when it's like here. I think this was like one of my ideas. Freaking block updates. I guess we're going to have to put the redstone block in as the last thing. But then, like, if we do that, then... But it won't extend until we give it a block update. But then it's going to retract because of that, and it's not going to so you need to add a bit of delay, which means that, yeah, so this design isn't going to work. Or that idea, rather. So let's come back to this design, and we go to my other idea, which was to have this, and then have something else like pushing it forward once. Kind of like having two pistons pushing it forward. So let's see if this works. And I should have learned now my lesson about getting rid of the redstone blocks. He says as he derps out again. There we go. Alright. So I kind of feel like this might work, but if it does, that would be completely awesome. Okay. I think that actually almost worked. But the reason it didn't work, I mean, I can roll this back later, but it's kind of hard to see now what did or didn't work. Oh. Maybe I shouldn't have even taken notice of that. Anyways, so if we come back here, then if we have, like, I feel like one of the problems we're having is that these things, but they need to be connected. Because, like, I can keep these connected, but then that happens. So they, like, wait a minute, let's just try, like, putting all of these on a line like this, and then, like, adding the pistons here and see how that works. Piston placing can be really annoying at times. Alright. Let's see if this actually works. If I can place the freaking blocks. Okay. And that should update it. Wait a minute, is this moving? Yes! Okay. This is now working. Oh my gosh. What? I think we need, like, obsidian to stop this thing now. Oh my gosh. Yes! Don't you love it when you work something out? Anyways. Can I play like these stupid blocks? There we go. And you also need to go. How do I stop these things? I have to come up with an efficient way to stop these. Let's try spacing it in like this. So now I just need to place a bolt. Oh, whoa! How do I break this thing? There we go. That might be something that, like, if you know how to break these things, please, I am all ears. Because that was an absolute nightmare. I'm going to break that piston, even though that, Oh, not this again. I'm gonna break that block. I'm gonna break that. Oh my gosh. I guess what we're going to do is I'm going to add this in, break that, and then add that in. That was a mistake. Break that. And then I'm just going to make this into an unbedded example. I think I'm going to build our original design next to it also. It's good to keep track of what you've built before when you're like engineering something like this. And I don't want to place the block yet. These machines can be super derpy though. Anyways, oh no, there's nothing there. And then we put the slime there and that there. Oh, I can't do that. I need to get rid of that first. There we go. No derps. Anyways, so I guess what we can do is sign. So let's like put this on here. And let's just call this design 1. And let's call this design 2. Anyways, so let's think about what actually worked about this design, because I'm not entirely sure. I kind of get the idea of everything is connected to the slime blocks. So like, let's just make ourselves a little glow. One of these note sheets up here, and I can't do up 0 because I don't have SPC. Not having SPC sucks. You know what, I'm going to build this out of slime. Anyways, let's just like do one of these things, and ta-da. Anyways, so now we're going to call this things that a flying machine needs to work. Okay. So the two things that were on this thing is that 2-to-1 ratio. I don't know how to spell. I want to put an L at the end for some reason, but I think I'm just going to stay like that. Of pistons facing in direction that, what's it called, machine goes. So I'd imagine that in order to make something that goes in 2 directions, you'd have to make pistons that are useful in only certain cases. And then the other thing about this is that every single part of the device is attached to slime blocks. So those are the 2 things that I've noticed off of this design. Another one that I think I'm going to throw in there now that I think of it is that every single piston is activated by a bud. That's another point. What else can we take away from this? I feel like that's just about it, to be honest. But anyways, now that we've taken that away, I kind of want to like try and make a what's it called? One of these machines without like faking it till I make it, like I kind of did with this one, and I've been trying to do so far, and like use all the notes that I've come up with here for next time. But anyways, that's, I guess, going to be everything for this video, so I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.